Hello, dear student. How are you doing today?
Fine, thank you.
Okay, good. So today we are going to continue working in our book and our course book. And in this case, we are going to work in the lesson 3 that is about the hidden lines. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
So let's continue. As I said before, we are going to work on the lesson 3 of our course book, Unit 1. So in order to start our class, I'm gonna show you some words and pictures. You are going to try to infer or try to guess the meaning of each word while seeing the picture, right? So let's see the first one, headlines, and here I have the picture. What do you think headline means?
I think that it is the title of a newspaper.
Yes, it is the title of a newspaper, of an article, of news in general, right? So then we have byline. Here I have a picture. What do you think byline means?
Maybe the author of the article.
Yes, good. Byline means or is the name of the person who writes the article. And then we have lead paragraph. As you could see in this picture, here we have first of all headline, then we have bylines, and then we have lead paragraph. What do you think lead paragraph means?
Maybe the most important part of a paragraph.
Yes, we can say in this way. Also, we can say that it is the introduction of our article or is the paragraph in which we include the main ideas of our article. And then we have the supporting details. In the same picture, we have two more paragraphs. Seeing that, what do you think supporting details means?
Maybe the extra information that provide the newspaper or article.
Well done. Supporting details are the other paragraphs in which we include secondary ideas of an article, or maybe we could include there some examples. So as you could see here, I have some definition of each word. Also, you can find that in your course book on page 14. So I would like you to ask, please, to match the concepts with with the course definition. For example, I have headline, as you said before, is the title of the article. Please try to work on the following three.
Byline. A byline with line that gives writer's name.
Yes. And the next one?
Lead paragraph, the key or main information of an article.
And the last one?
And supporting details, the body or secondary ideas of an article.
Yes, well done. So those are the new words that we are going to learn in this lesson. Please try to keep in your mind and remember them because we are going to use in all of our class. So also there are some strategies that we could use in order to gather extra information when reading. I'm gonna show you in this case just two strategies that we could use in order to gather information quickly for for an article. And so please pay attention and try to take notes about the video because at the end I'm gonna ask you some questions regarding the video. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
you?
Yes.
Which were the two strategies mentioned in the video?
Mm, the strategies were skimming and scanning.
Yes, very good. Skimming and scanning. What do you understand for skimming?
Skim is like when we read without a specific purpose.
Skim and scanning, what do you think scanning is?
And scan is when we read with a specific purpose.
Yes, you are right. So, skimming, in this case, we read just for look the main idea or just to gather the general idea of an article. Also, scan we use when we want to read something quickly in order to find specific information. Let's suppose that I'm gonna ask you a question regarding an article. You are going to use a scan in this case because you have already the question and then read, right? So try to remember them because after we are going to use in reading an article. So a skim we use when we want to gather a general idea. A scan when we want to read or gather a specific information of an article. So then we're going to continue working on our course book on page 14, and you are going to find there the following article that we have here. And what you are going to do now is just to read the title of this article and try to infer and try to gather the main idea of this article. Here you have two different options. You are going to choose one of them. But as I said before, you have to just read the title and try to infer the main idea. Did you understand?
Yes.
Yeah, please try to do it.
I think that the correct answer is the article is about the success of the Williams sisters over the last 10 years.
Yes, let's see. It is correct. And the correct answer is the article is about the success of the Williams sisters over the last 10 years. Why do you choose this option?
As you said before, I only focus on the title, and the title said the William beyond a decade of dominance. For this reason, I choose this option because it talk about in the past, maybe.
Yes, it is okay. Also, we have to be careful when reading because there is some keywords. In this case, we have beyond. Beyond means more than. And also we have decade. As you know, decade has 10 years. So if the option said here over the last 10 years means more than 10 years, right? For this reason, the second option is the correct answer. So now, in this case, did we use skimming or scanning?
Skimming,
Yes, because
because I only read for a general idea.
yes, because you read just for gather the general idea of an article. Now we're going to work in this map and this graphic organizer. What you are going to look is just to read the left paragraph. As you know, the first paragraph is the left paragraph, right? So you are going to read the first part and try to answer all of these WH words that I have here. For example, the who. In this case, you are going to answer who is involved in the event or who is involved in the article. Then we have what, where. You know where is the place that the article takes place. And then we have when, that refers about the time, and how or why also you are going to try to answer. But as I keep saying, you have to just read the lead paragraph. Did you understand, or maybe do you have any question?
Teacher, can you repeat because I don't listen listen careful?
Okay. You are going to try to complete this graphic organizer using information from the previous article, right?
Okay.
So the article is this. You're going to read just the lead paragraph. As you know, lead paragraph is the first paragraph of an article. So in this case, here we have the lead paragraph, right? So try to answer all of these WH words, please.
Okay.
Now, is it clear?
Yes, thank
Yeah,
you,
please
teacher.
try to do it. Are you ready?
No.
Okay, continue work.
Teacher, I finish.
Okay, good. So let's move a little bit. So here we have the lead paragraph. In this case, in the inner circle, we are going to put the headlines of the article. In this case, the Williams Beyond a Decade of Dominance. So for who, what is your answer?
For who?
Yes.
For who is Venus and Serena Williams?
Yes, it's good. Also, you could put here just the Williams sister also, it is okay. And regarding
Okay.
what?
What? I think that in this part is this they have already made history.
Yes, now, we could say here that the article is talking about them because they have already made history, because they are important in the history, right? So, where?
Where I think in this part is in professional women tennis.
Yes. Regarding when?
When it is in 1994. 94.
Yes, since a debut in 1984. Yeah. And how or why the article is talking about them?
In this part is playing professional tennis.
Yes, because they were playing professional tennis and they become popular, or maybe they become significant for the world. So as you could see here, we have to, in the lead paragraph, we have to answer all of these WH words that were who, what, where, when, and how or why. So in this way, the lead paragraph is built. Now I'm gonna show you how to write an article. You know that an article has 4 parts. The first one is headline. Do you remember what was headline?
Headline is the title of an article.
Yes, good. So we're going to put first of all the title of our article, then we're going to put byline the authors or the person who writes the article, and then we have the lead paragraph or the introduction or the mid paragraph of our article. As I said before, in our lead paragraph, we're going to try to answer all WH words. So I'm going to show you now how this lead paragraph is built. For example, in professional women's tennis around the world is answering the question where. Then we have already made history. In this case, are answering the question what. And then we have since their debut in 1994. Here we have to be very careful because it mentions the year. Also, in the other lines, we have the years, but if it says debut and since, we're going to know that is the time when the women start. Then we have the are Venus and Serena. As you remember, it was who, right? And the last one, we have Williams sisters have played in professional tennis. And as it is the last one, is how or why. As you could see here, in this way, we have to build our lead paragraph. But you don't have to follow a strict format to answer all of these questions. Where it could be at the end or first or in the middle. It doesn't matter the order. Just you have to order your ideas and answer all of these 5 questions. Yeah, did you understand, or maybe do you have any questions so far? So if you don't have any question, now it's time to practice. So you are going to create your own article. What you have to do here is just to complete this graphic organizer, right? So you have here in this paragraph, you have to put the headline of your article, right? So, and then try to answer all of these questions, but this article that you are going to build now is about news that have happened here in Ecuador or maybe at your school. So try to do it. Do you have any question? Did you understand maybe?
Could be news of the other country,
No.
or is it
You have to just think of news of your country. In this case, in Ecuador.
okay?
Yeah. Please try to answer as quickly as possible. You have 4 minutes to do that.
Okay.
Also, please try to do it in a Word file, and then you can share your screen to see, please.
Okay. Then sheet of paper. Pink.
You can see it here as an example to write your own article. Yeah?
Okay.
Did you finish?
No, not yet.
Yes. You just have your 30 seconds because the time is over.
Okay.
So now I hope you could answer all of these questions. And now we are going to look how did you work. Can you share your screen, please?
Okay.
Okay, can you explain me your graphic organizer, please?
Okay, the topic or the title that I select for this graphic organizer is coronavirus. I think this topic, due to the situation that in this moment had happened, and okay, I consider to, in order to answer the question who coronavirus affect the all people. For the reason I consider the people and what the question who. And what the most maybe situation affect coronavirus is affect lifestyle, personal people lifestyles, and where it happened now, it happened around all the world. When it happened, as you said, or as you mentioned before, when is to talk about the time that happened, the situation. It happened in 2020, and then how and why, as we know, coronavirus is originated in China. Okay. Teacher, I don't listen.
So sorry.
Yeah.
So what I would like you to advise for this work, you did a very good job, well done. So I'm gonna give you just some advices regarding geographic organizer. So first, for who, I ask you to write an article regarding our country or your school. In this case, you could put Ecuadorian people, so you are referring of our country, yeah?
Okay.
So the other thing that what affecting lives, it is okay, it is perfect, but you have to be very careful with the spelling. The plural form of lives is with B. You just have to change that.
Okay.
Then we have where you put all the word. Yes, it is okay. The coronavirus is affecting all the world, but as you are going to talk about just your country, you have to put here Ecuador, right?
Okay.
So when also it is okay maybe to be more specific, you could put since April 2020. Yeah, it's just to be more specific. If you want to live with it, it is correct. So then we have how or why. It of course due to in China happened first, but you could just put here is that due to virus that came from China, right? So but I'm gonna send you some suggestions to your email if you don't understand. Yeah.
Okay.
So now I would like you to ask how do you build your lead paragraph? Tell me how do you build your paragraph using the information that you have there?
First of all, I take into account the 6 W question in order to write a correct or a good paragraph.
Yes. Yeah, you are right. So I think you got there. You learned how to write a lead paragraph. So I'm gonna ask you some question regarding uh, the the topic that we have learned. What is skimming?
Skimming.
Yes. Did you remember?
According to the video and according to the picture that I showed me, I think that the skimming is about when you read only for a general idea.
Yes. Skimming is when we read just to gather the general idea. On the other hand, what is scanning?
And scanning is when we focus on a specific idea or specific details. It's more, it needs more time in order to read very carefully each detail of the paragraph.
Yes, it is scanning. You have to keep in mind that scanning we use when we want to answer a specific question. When we read just for look at specific information. So, which were the four important points that we have to take into account when writing an article?
Were headlines,
Headline, yes.
by byline,
Byline, yes, good.
lead paragraph,
Lead paragraph,
and supporting details.
yes. And also you have to do a homework about the same topic. What you are going to write is just you are going to use your graphic organizer, and you are going to write your first lead paragraph, and after that you are going to send me my email. Also, you are going to complete your workbook on page 12 and 13, items 1 and 2, and on page 14, item 1, 2, and 3. There is not a lot homework. It is short. You can do it just in a half hour if you concentrate. So, do you have any question, maybe?
No.
Okay, that's it for today. I hope you learned something new for this class. Remember to study hard and stay at home. So see you next week in our virtual class.
Okay, see you,
Bye.
teacher. Bye, teacher.